Hello everyone, welcome to DHS Informatics. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe to our channel and click on bell icon to get new notification. This is Android Part 1 session. In this session, I am going to cover Introduction of Android, Android Architecture, Lifecycle Method, Installation and Simple Hello World application. What is Android? Android is a mobile operating system developed by Google. Andy Rubin is the founder of Android. And Android is a complete set of software for mobile devices such as smartphones, tablet computers, etc. Why Android? Android is open source. Open source is a software which is freely available. There are a lot of mobile applications that can be chosen by the consumers. It provides many interesting features like weather details, opening screen, etc. Android architecture. Here we have Linux kernel, native libraries, Android runtime, application framework, applications. So Linux kernel. It is the heart of Android architecture that exists at the root of Android architecture. Linux kernel is responsible for device drivers, power management, memory management, device management and resource access. Next we have native libraries. The WebKit library is responsible for browser support, SQLite is for database, FreeType is for font support, media for playing and recording audio and video formats. Android runtime. In Android runtime, there are core libraries and DVM. DVM is Dalvik Virtual Machine, which is responsible to run Android application. DVM is like JVM, but it is optimized for mobile devices. It consumes less memory and provides fast performance. Next we have Android framework. On the top of native libraries and Android runtime, we have Android application framework. Android framework includes Android APIs such as user interface, telephony, resources, location, etc. It provides a lot of classes and interfaces for Android application development. And last we have applications. On the top of Android framework, there are applications. All applications such as home, contact, settings, games, browsers, which are using Android framework that uses Android runtime and libraries. Android runtime and native libraries are using Linux kernel. About Dalvik Virtual Machine, we'll study in next slide. So here we have schematic representation of DVM. So first we have .java files. So that .java files we are going to compile using Java compiler. Once we compile .java files, it will generate .class files. The DX compiler converts the class files into .dx file that runs on the Dalvik virtual machine. Multiple class files are converted into one DEX file. And after that we have packaging. AAPP, Android Assets Packaging Tool, handles the packaging process and generates a .apk file. Android emulator. The Android emulator is an Android virtual device which represents a specific Android device. We can use the Android emulator as a target device to execute and test our Android application on our PC. The Android emulator provides almost all the functionality of a real device. It also gives the location of the device and simulates different network speeds. Next we have components. An Android component is simply a piece of code that has a well-defined life cycle. For example, activity, receiver, service, etc. An activity is a single screen in Android. By the help of activity, you can place all your UI components or widgets in a single screen. Next, we have service. Service is a background process that can run for a long time. And next, we have content provider. Content providers are used to share data between the applications. This is a lifecycle method. First method is onCreate method. It is called when activity is created. When we are going to create any activity, this method is called onStart method. This method is called when activity is displayed to user. Next we have is onResume method. This method is called when activity will start interacting with the user. And next we have is onPause method. OnPause method called when activity is not visible to the user. Next we have onStop method. OnStop method is called activity is no longer visible to the user. And onRestart method is called after your activity is stopped, you're again restarting the activity. And next we have onDestroy method. What on before the activity is destroyed. So here I explain about onCreate method. What it will do whenever the activity is created, onCreate method is executed. So whenever you are going to call onCreate method, it means you are going to run your application and you are going to create an activity. And next, once you open your application, user can see the first page or first activity. That is going to call onStart method. OnResume method, it is going to call when users start interacting with it. And onPause method, when user can't see that particular activity, it will call onPause method. OnStop method is executes when you are going to run your application or your application is running in the background. That time it is going to call onStop method. If you want, you can just open that application and you can reuse it. So when you are going to open it, it will call onRestart method. Again you are going to call onStart and again these steps only it will follow. OnDestroy method is called when you are going to clear your application from the background. And one more we have app process kill. It is whenever you are going to run more than 2 to 3 applications, sometimes it will give error message like your application is not responding properly, close or wait, some option it will give. So it means that particular application is going to stop there only. So that time it will give app process kill. And again you should start from the starting. This is the lifecycle method of a particular application. Now we have installation. How to install an Android Studio. So all the required tools to develop Android application are open source and you can download it from the web. So we need some of the softwares before installing the Android. So what are those? Java JDK file or latest version and Java runtime environment and Android Studio. If I want to develop any Android application, we need to install these all things. Next we have installation of Android Studio. Once I click on androidstudio.exe file, it will open a window like this. And once you click next button, it is going to ask you for JDK path. So you should mention the JDK path. So once you mention the JDK path, you should click on next button. Once you click on next button, it is going to ask for some components. So you need to check the components which are required to create an application. Below the image has selected Android Studio, Android SDK, Android Virtual Machine and Performance. Once you click on particular components, you should click next button. Once you click next button, you need to specify the location of local machine path for Android Studio and Android SDK. Both the things, Android Studio and Android SDK, you should choose. Once you choose it, you should click on next button. So if you want Android emulator, that time you can check recommended 512 MB it is there. So what you can do, you can check it and you can click on next button. Once you click on next button, Android Studio start installing in your PC, and once you install it, it will open an Android Studio project with welcome to Android Studio message. So once you install Android Studio, it will display like this. So now I want to create one particular application. So what I'll do, I'll click on Start New Android Studio Project. Here I'll give my application only and I'll click Next. And next I'll check only empty activity. Next, and I'll just uncheck backward compatibility and I'll give Finish. It will open up Android app like this. So you can go to main activity.xml and you can check here, it is hello world. So this is a hello world, simple hello world application. What I can do here now is, I can run an application. So it will give me a emulator option. Okay, so here I'll check it and I'll click OK. So now it will run this application. So here is my hello world application. If I want, what I can do, I can just this particular text here. So I'll make it as welcome to DHS Informatics. I'll give. So here it will be changed. So I'll just align it. And just give this. So here what I can do, I can drag and drop any button I want, I can drop here. So once I do it, I'll just click in for constraint. Once I click on it, you can see this is my application, old application. What I'll do, I'll give run. So once I run it, you can see welcome to DHS Informatics and that button it will display. Like this is a simple example. So like this we perform or we can run our application using emulator, or else we can copy or we can run in our Android mobile also. I hope you like this session. If you have any doubts, please do comment in the comment box. Thank you.